The following content is not meant for children. Hello everyone. Maester Aelix here, and I'd like to thank you for joining me for this mod combo review. In this episode, we'll be reviewing 3 mods that should help you improve your settlement's manufacturing process and options. This mod includes a great deal more parts and processes. These mods are Better Manufacturing, Manufacturing Extended, and Manufacturing Extended Expanded. In this video, I'll be giving examples of some of the new items they add to your Fallout 4 game. On with the show. Hello, and welcome back. I am Maester Aelix, and this is Mod Combo Review. And today, we're looking at 3 wonderful manufacturing mods here at the Starlight Drive-In. And I've put out all the things you can build. So let's start our little tour off here. Going into settlement mode, mostly so we can get the descriptions of each item. Here we have a decomposer they do not put the description here. Okay, so we have a decomposer hopper, which when you put corpses in, you'll get their corpse bits out, and then you have a regular hopper, which anything you put in will come out, and it just kind of drops out there. I like hoppers, but my only real problem is that you have to change levels. So, why don't we go through the manufacturing tab then, and get the descriptions of each. So, a builder, which you can see here, builds a variety of basic objects from its inventory when powered. Use a terminal to set what to build. And we have a chem utility builder, which builds a variety of aid chems and general use items. Use a connected terminal to see what to build. You're going to find that as a theme for all of these builders. You need to hook up a terminal, basically tell it what to build from its choices. The decomposer hopper, here we are. Creatures, bodies, robots, if it goes in this hopper for you, dead things go in, resources come out. So that's always handy. See, we got our drug builder. Builds every drug in the game. Use a connected terminal to set what to build. Some drugs are locked behind perks. Good to know. The junk deconstructor. Builds a variety of notable junk items from its inventory when powered. Use a connected terminal to set what to build. This is especially helpful if you're going to be doing the, cooler quest for the coolant quest for the Brotherhood of Steel. We have a recycler, which is one I've used extensively in several of my playthroughs. Breaks down junk from its inventory when powered. So, junk flows in one end, and then the items it breaks down to comes out the other. What's great about the recycler is, occasionally when you're building and you're breaking stuff down for components, not all the components are given to you, and the recycler breaks everything down, so it's great. Ammo recycler. Scraps all of ammo, accounts amount configurable terminal. Not recommended ammo is gamma, flamer fuel, or fusion cells. Thank you for the warning, mod creator. We have an armor disassembler, which is awesome. Scraps armor and power armor and outputs attached mods and components. This is super handy, and I plan on using this in some playthrough sometime, most likely Enclave modded, but we'll see. Okay, we have an auto butcher. Butchers dead creatures when powered. It's similar to the hopper, but it's part of a manufacturing base, which I prefer, but not everyone does. We got body decomposer. Creatures, bodies, robots. If you want it gone, this is the machine for you. Dead things come in, resources come out. Same as the hopper, but now it's on a manufacturing line, so it's really good that way. Right, we have our combat armor forge, which lovely blue color, and builds combat armor from its inventory when powered. Use a connected terminal to say what to build. A faction auto loom. We'll get to these things. Builds faction clothing from its inventory when powered. Use a connected terminal to tell it what to build. I'm going to start omitting that last part. So, let's see. We got a fist weapon forge, which builds fist weapons from inventory when powered. Full suit armor forge. Builds full suits of armor from its inventory when powered. Use a connected terminal to set what to build, which is really great. Oh, this is the full suit. Hello. Did I duplicate? I did duplicate. Oh, well. So, where the faction auto builds faction clothing, like Minutemen garb or Brotherhood of Steel undergarments, the full suit armor forge builds entire suits of armor at once. So you got the leather armor forge, which is basically the same thing but for leather armor. Melee weapon forge builds melee weapons. Metal armor forge builds full sets of metal armor. Mod recycler. Now this is a fun one. Let's go to the scrap all loose mods and outputs the components, which includes all the adhesive that builds and puts them together. That's why I have the recycler used so often, so I can get my adhesives back. That's also why I have scrap all mods, or scrappable mods, for the same reason. But wait, there's more. There's oh so many more. So let's head down to over here. Start the next row. All right, that's the mod recycler again. Power armor forge. Now this one, I believe, only makes specific ones. Yeah, builds power armor from inventory when powered. So yeah, looks like we do power armor bits. Robot disassembler, similar to the auto butcher, but only for robots, which is fun. Synth armor forge makes synth armor. Vault Tech auto loom. Now this makes a variety of Vault Tech stuff. Also, different jumpsuits and the like. And I do believe they updated it for the Vault Tech t-shirt, but I'm not entirely certain. Weapon forge builds a variety of weapons. Weapon disassembler. You throw weapons in and you get their mods out. So in theory, you could, have a hopper where you throw all your guns, drops onto the conveyor belt, hits the weapon disassembler, breaks down into the mods, and then you have a mod disassembler to break it down into regular components, and then you, using one of these other bits here, you can store that, which is great. Auto loom makes clothes. Nuka loom. Now this one I'm going to pull up. Builds Nuka World clothing from inventory when powered. Use connected terminal. So, Energy Weapon Forge makes energy weapons. Heavy Weapon Forge makes heavy weapons. This lovely U.S. Army Forge 1-3 ballistic ammunition is a ballistic ammunition plant. And I really love the amount of detail a lot of these, that I have not been talking about really, a lot of these things have, like the ballistic weapon ammunition forge there. Energy weapon ammunition plant, always fun. Explosives mill builds explosives, and that's, super cool. Pyrotechnics mill. Now, the difference, let me get those. Builds mines and grenades for explosives, and builds firework shells for pyrotechnics. And then we get the last three. Auto distillery makes alcohol. Chem processor, now that one I'm going to have to double check. Creates a variety of chems. And then food processor, makes a variety of food. Now in theory we could hook this up to one of the butchers or butcher or the corpse disassembler. Hook this up and then have that make food from whatever food we put in. Like mole rat. Which is, super delicious all the time. Now, I'm not going to go over the conveyor belts because those are vast and numerous, but what we can do is go over a bunch of hoppers and sorters and the like. So, a vacuum hopper is you put a container in front of it, and it will extract everything from the container. Faster vacuum hopper, same thing, but faster. And generally worth it, but not always. Some items, if you move them too fast, will mess things up. Like, I've had problems with fishing rods. But conveyor workshop storage. Now these wonderful things are storage containers. It's basically the end process. So items go in and this gets put into your workshop. Or this just gets stored in this item. Equipment sorter right. So how sorters work is you put an item you want sorted out into it. So things will come in and then get spit out, in this case to the right, that you want out. So hey, I don't want to, I'm trying to save up fertilizer to make more ammunition. So any junk items that have fertilizer, I can take the fertilizer out, etc., etc. Equipment sorter left. Now it looks the same, but it's not. This one will sort to the right, and this one is backwards, and it'll sort to the left. And this is for equipment, anything. Components, or specifically components. So the one I said about fertilizer is more appropriate for these two. Type extractor. This will only extract items of a certain type, and again, you just plonk the item what you want in there, and it'll extract it. Sorter right, sorter left. This will just sort out anything. So if you're not sure what you're going to want, you can just plonk that down. Object extractor only linked, and object extractor, let's see, object extractor only linked. Now let me pull these up just so we can get the exact linked. Where's the linked ones? There we are. Pulls objects from the workshop inventory or linked workshops when powered. Will only take objects matching the inventory. So you plunk the item you want and the object you want, and it'll pull it out of not only the workshop here, but any other linked workshops, which is super duper handy. Component extractor only and linked, so you plonk the component you want in here, and it'll pull those out, which is also, again, fantastic. Object extractor. Now, that will be only from your workshop, but objects and components. So, as you can imagine, when you combo these things, you can create, well, just about anything. One thing I like to do is have a box that, I'm sure you've seen on some of my playthroughs, but if you go to furniture, containers, you just put yourself a big old box, like this, in front of the extractor, and you can very easily, let's hear one of these vacuum hoppers. You can very easily get all your, put all your junk down after you go exploring, and the machinery will start just pulling everything out of there. Separate it out how you like, break it down if you want, or build it into stuff if you like, and sort it all out. One of my most favorite things to do is, do that, break all the stuff down, and turn it into more ammunition for my favorite guns. And that way I'm, flush with ammunition and low on useless junk, and anything left I can either turn into building materials or sell. There's many shops in the wasteland, and even a few hidden shop vendors, which is great. Well, that'll be it for this video. Thank you all for joining me. I really hope you're enjoying this series as much as I'm enjoying making it for all of you. If you do, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and of course share, because sharing is caring. Also check out the links in the description down below for where all these mods can be located on Nexus mods, and where all my own personal really great stuff is. With that being said, I shall see you all next time.